Well, it was more about, doing or achieving what we wanted to achieve as a side, like more often than not, whichever venue we went to, you were there at all the press conferences. Most of the people talk it as a revenge series, but, it's not about revenge. In a sport, you don't go for revenge. What was important was to, prove ourselves that we are a good side. Our batsmen, they did score runs in England. Our bowling department didn't perform to the extent, the way they have in this series. So, it's more about doing things right for your own side. Be contained with what we are supposed to do and what we are doing as a side. So, for us, it was important that we do well in this series. It's not about setting examples, but, different people will have their own views. Some will have good views, some will have bad views. But for us, it's a good series win. England I feel they are a very good side. If you see their bowling attack, they have 5 bowlers. They play with 5 bowlers and a part-timer. In Indian condition, we also do the same. With Jadeja coming in now, we have 5 bowlers and part-timers in the form of, Virat Kohli, Suresh Raina and Manoj Tiwari. So I think they are a very good and balanced side. We also need to look at, what were the areas where we're weak. Our fast bowlers have not really bowled 10 overs all the time, in the sense, if you see this game, it was very important that the fast bowlers bowl well in the first 10 overs, but it didn't happen. So, it's important to look at the good side, but at the same time realize, where we have to get better, because if you go to some other place where, the spinners may not get the same amount of turn, and then it will be very difficult to manage if the fast bowlers bowl like this. It's good to have bowlers who are bowling quick, but at the same time, you have to have bowlers who can, push the batsman to be on strike, not let them score one boundary over. So, it's all about, like in India, if you're winning a series, you win a game, everything goes under the carpet. But as a team, we realize, what are the weaknesses, what are the areas where we need to improve as a side. So, despite the fact, we have won the series or we have lost the series in England, we all knew which are the areas where we need to work on, and hopefully, we have improved. Of course, the conditions are slightly in our favor, but we have improved. But to be consistent, not depending on the venue, playing throughout the world, each and every place, we have to be more consistent with our bowling, because maybe at some venues our part-timer may not be that effective. You may not see a Suresh Raina bowling so many overs along with Manoj Tiwari. So, these are the areas where we need to emphasize on, even if we have won the series. But I think as a unit, जो 3-4 player team में as a unit उन्होंने काफ़ी अच्छा किया है. They are slightly better fielders in the sense, on the field, taken together, they may save 8 to 12 runs, and that really counts in an ODIs. And I think they have done well with the bat also and with the ball. Of course, it's a bit difficult in India as a youngster. Once you come into the side and you face these conditions, and if a batsman goes after you, in the first power play, it becomes a bit difficult to contain the batsman. But I think they reacted in the right way. They waited for the game to turn into their favor, maybe try to get a bit of reverse swing going and, turn the tide. So I think they have done well. And as far as, the talent aspect is concerned, you can't really replace Sachin Tendulkar, Virender Sehwag, even Yuvraj Singh, he has done really well for India. Well, if I say something on that, I may be considered rude, but if you see the amount of tours that they have come to India, especially in the ODIs, I think the stats read something like 16:1 or 2. So it's important that they come over here with the right mindset, and when it comes to the talent in the side, I feel they are a very talented side. I remember the first time they came and I was playing. Freddie was part of the side, and can really give you that punch that's really needed in India, and they had very good bowling line at the same time. So, I think they need to click more as a batting unit when it comes to India. Of course, they feel the pressure in the sense, the first time they came, it was April, and, it gets very difficult if you're coming from England to play under the condition. If you're batting, after 30, 40 runs, it's really difficult to push yourself. So, I think they have a very good unit. They can really play well together. It's just that, they have not done in India. That's the only thing.